Hi everybody! Today we'll take a look at the new ground vehicles added in War Thunder at Tier 1 of the Italian Tech tree. We will specifically talk about 2 tank destroyers and 1 premium light tank. This is the AS-4247, also known as Camionetta Desertica Mod 42. You can find this vehicle at Tier 1 at BR 1.3. It has a 3-man crew, commander, driver and gunner. Its whole armor is 3mm thick structural steel all round. It is armed with the 47mm 4732 Mod 39, the same gun found on the M1340 medium tank gameplay wise. The only differences are non-game factors, such as easier disassembly to replace the used barrel. The main gun can fire the Granata Perforante Mod 35 AP-HE, armor-piercing high explosive, and the Granata Perforante Mod 39 APC-BC, armor-piercing ballistic capped. The AS-42 was derived from the AB-41 and was created for long-range reconnaissance in the desert. The version we are looking at today was created to give the vehicle some anti-tank capabilities. Circa 200 were built in different variants and were used in North Africa, Sicily and the Italian front. After the armistice, it was used by the fascist forces and the German army on all fronts, comprised the eastern one. After the war, those that survived were repainted red, got the weapons disassembled and used by the police in Udine and Bologna. The second vehicle we'll take a look today is the Lancia Free Row 117. You can find this vehicle at Tier 1 at BR 1.7. It has a 6-man crew, commander, driver, gunner, machine gunner and 2 loaders. Its cabin armor is 3mm all round of structural steel, while the truck bed is 15mm all round of wood. It is armed with the 100mm Cannone da 117 Mod 1914 cannon and one 8mm Breda Mod 38 machine gun mounted on the front of the cabin. The main gun is able to fire the Granata da 100 Mod 32 HE high explosive, Granata da 100 Mod 914 AC anti-concrete, Effetto Pronto da 100 Hash high explosive squash head, and the Effetto Pronto Mod 43 hit high explosive anti-tank. The truck itself started to be delivered in 1938. It was well liked by the Italian army thanks to its great performance off-road, in the desert and its ease of maintenance, so much that both the British Army and Soviet Army used and liked it when they had the chance of capturing one still usable. The Raggruppamento Esplorante Corpo d'Armato di Manovra, in English Mobile Army Corps Reconnaissance Battle Group, or RECAM for short, decided to up-arming the vehicle in order to give it the capabilities of supporting the unit, proving itself really capable in this new role. The vehicle was created by attaching to the back of the truck the Skoda 117 Howitzer that Italy received from Austria-Hungary after World War I. Unfortunately, all of the vehicles modified were destroyed by the end of the war. The last vehicle for today is the only premium, the light tank L640 with the colors of the 31st Regiment. The vehicle performance is the same as the one I talked about in the video on the right upper corner. It has a 2-man crew, driver and gunner dash commander. The upper plate armor is 30mm, the upper glacis is 20mm thick, 30mm the lower plate and 15mm the lower glacis. The turret is 25mm thick for the turret front, 30mm for the mantlet and 40mm for the turret frame. It is armed with the 20mm Breda Mod 35 cannon and one coaxial 8mm Breda Mod 38 machine gun. The main gun is able to fire the default belt that contains APIT armor-piercing incendiary tracer and HEFIT explosive fragmentation incendiary tracer rounds. The Perforante Mod 35 belt contains only the HVAP-T rounds, and the Panzergranat 40 belt containing HVAP-T high-velocity armor-piercing tracer and HVAP-T rounds. The L640 used by the 31st Regiment were used for counterinsurgency duties in the Balkans, mainly in Albania in 1942 and 43, also serving as protection in key infrastructure in the captured territories of Yugoslavia. All of the 55 units in use had a lion painted on the front of the hull, that was the mascot for the troops. All of the vehicles were taken by the German army after the armistice.